Spank is a podcast where Noah and Howard write jokes and then tell each other the jokes that they wrote. Listener discretion is advised.
Howard's muted. All this shit. And Howard's
I like kicked it off with technical difficulties. My laptop was like, charge me, or your show will end. So I'm freaking out.
The best part of all of the like neat Zoom shit that I learned how to do is that I can't hear any of it. Like all of the music and the intro speech that you heard, I can't hear. So I had to take the cue off of Howard to bring my video in, which is never a good sign.
Yo, I was late regardless. I started shaking my head and everything. I didn't even hit start video. Classic me.
All right, everybody. Thank you very much for attending. This is Spank, the podcast where we write jokes and tell each other the jokes that we wrote. My name is Noah Todd.
And I'm Howard Hendricks Powell.
And
I got a wobbly laptop today.
Ooh, you got a wobbly laptop. We each have 30 jokes for you. We've each written 30 jokes. We go back and forth. It's not that hard to follow, but Howard always seems to lose count.
Did we go already? How many are we in?
All right, so just to kick it right off, I have a joke for you. And this, this isn't about this joke, but in general, like, we record these roughly a month in between, right? And so jokes that I wrote like 3 weeks ago are totally out of date now. They're so irrelevant. But we're gonna go for it. So I have this first joke, which is ageless. All right. My entire block's power was out for 4 days because a transformer blew up. Those fucking Decepticons.
Yo, I gotta say, the crowd seems electric today. We haven't even started, and it's not based off that reaction.
We have started. How
many jokes did we do? All right, I'm gonna launch into my first joke. Being mixed race, I'm privy to two worlds. I like enjoying black things like jazz and rap music, but there isn't much white stuff I enjoy, besides cocaine. All right.
I wrote a few. I think that this is the episode where there are definitely a few jokes that like toe the line, so we'll see how they go over.
What line are you talking about? I want to be very aware of what line you are tiptoeing on.
Howard is like a Reese's peanut butter cup, because on the outside he's brown and on the inside he's peanut butter.
Okay, yeah, no, that's unacceptable.
And this podcast is over.
Should I jump into a Noah joke? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like 60, I was going to say like 67 is too precise. 70% of my jokes are Howard roasts, as always.
Oh, my God, that's so annoying, because this week I was like, yo, I should roast Noah, and I didn't write a lot, but I did write one, and I'm just looking for it. But I'm going to tell this one anyways, because this one makes me laugh.
Okay.
Coffee has been found to have cancer-causing compounds in it. Some companies are even in talks about putting warning labels on their product. Can we address the diarrhea first? Like, seriously. Like, why are we talking about the diarrhea?
This is like vintage Spank, old school, like 9 jokes a week format, where I started, as I became a full-time theater artist, I like started drinking coffee well after I graduated college, and Howard was like, does it make you poop more? Does it make you poop more? And so he's clearly like so fixated on that element of drinking coffee. No, it doesn't make you poop more. You don't drink coffee and like produce. You gotta cool it.
Definitely disagree.
I
I
want
am
to burn
pooping more. The quantity is more. The quality is worse. It's a bad situation. But I like the little buzz I feel. God damn it! If I ever got my hands on some heroin, I'd really.
It's all about like which drug is acceptable during the day versus which drug is acceptable at night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. All right. Here we go.
No, Howard. It's my turn.
I don't know.
I have to burn some of these bad ones. I'll always remember the first time I tipped a waiter because I didn't know what to do. I guess you give him a percentage of your check extra and not the deadly point of a fine blade which I sunk into his chest.
I'm laughing for a multitude of reasons. I think that's the first time in my life I've heard you have a little trouble speaking. I have never in my whole life, I haven't known you my whole life, but even if I met you in passing and forgot, I've never heard you misspeak. And that time you had a little bit of an accent. You were like, I don't even know what you was. It was cute. It was like watching a professional athlete trip a little bit. You're like,
the worst part is I wasn't aware of myself misspeaking.
oh my God. We all were. We were all feeling. You know how many private messages I got? Like, is he okay? This is finally it. It's happening.
It's like the mental deterioration is just like bang. 24. He's had enough.
Yeah. You're 24 years old. I didn't know you were 24 years old. I always thought we were the same age.
No, you were the youngest in our class by a lot.
I'm 17. I'm not 17. I'm not. No, I am not. What is that from? Oh my God. The Dark Knight. When he's like, "You're fucking crazy, man," and then he's like, "I'm not."
And he's like, "I'm not 17 though."
Yeah, he's like, "I'm 17 years old." All right. I got a Noah burn, but I'm gonna save it because it's fucking treacherous. All right, here we go. Okay. In my hometown, some restaurants are allowing inside dining. Panera has a sign on it that said, "Welcome back, welcome home." Home? The only time my home feels like a Panera is when my vibrator goes off by accident.
What do Howard and his wife have in common?
What?
They both fantasize about her sleeping with other men.
That's so funny that you said the wife thing because
there weren't a lot of laughs on that.
I know. I tried to just like make up a lie and see if people thought they were laughing. I've already had too much to drink. This is no good. I'm gonna blow the surprise. We have a special guest. We have a special guest, and the special guest was like, "I'm having a drink. Have a drink. I'm having a drink." I don't drink often or a lot, and when I do, it's Dos Equis. No, but when I do, it affects me. It affects me bad. All right, here we go.
Howard's had one claw, and he's like,
seriously, that's how I feel sometimes. Okay, here we go. The U.S. jobless claim is set to hit over 1 million. It's so bad, I'm starting to get mad at people who have jobs during all of this. Like, fuck doctors. Okay? Okay? There's a lot of them. Some of them are good. Some of them are bad. You roll with it. You work selfish. You come back next month for the banter and the charisma. You know, it's a very fluid sort of... I don't know how I could improve that joke other than not telling it.
So this is a joke that I'm gonna burn what is probably my worst joke of my 30 because
we're burning the bad ones.
What?
If we're burning the bad ones, I gotta go like through.
You gotta go like start moving.
I got a bunch of anti-doctor jokes that aren't gonna go over well.
And I think that there is a core here that's good, but I don't think I found it. So this accidentally left-wing Twitter account popped up, and it's pretty funny. But I gotta say, I was disappointed that it couldn't help me find my lucky eagle wing I mistakenly lost on my trip to the Poconos. My accidentally left wing.
I lost you immediately. I don't know if I started thinking about my own. I can hear Kaylee in the other room having a full conversation, full voice. Like, I was totally in my own world. All right, here we go. I got a joke.
Howard tried to talk over all of the laughter I ended up getting.
Oh yeah, that's my tactic. We're really trying to pull each other down as much as possible. So here's my joke. I got 2 alternate punchlines to this joke too. So I have the punchline I went with, and then after it, I'm going to say the same setup and say the other 2 punchlines. Now that's going to count as 2 more jokes because this was a rough month for me. Okay. Trump, fuck this guy, right? Trump is actively trying to obstruct the U.S. Postal Service. I haven't seen a man this afraid of letters since John Travolta tried to introduce Idina Menzel at the Oscars.
Wow.
Adele Dazeem. This one isn't. This one's not. I don't know what this one is, but it's definitely not a joke, and it's also definitely not a roast. And so this is the this is the part of my massive. Okay. I'll just say it. Howard's penis. Okay, wait. Okay. Clearly, this was some kind of like late night thought.
How have you not said the joke yet?
I'll read it word for word as it was written.
Okay.
Howard penis so big, my mind can't comprehend it and replaces it with a tiny one.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
Right. I don't know why I wrote that. I must have written. I don't know.
It comes out at night.
Right.
All right, here we go.
Come out at night.
My big penis. No, I'm kidding. Okay, here's another punchline for this joke. This one's for you readers out there. Trump is actively trying to obstruct the U.S. Postal Service. I haven't seen a man this afraid of letters since Hester Prynne.
You knew what that was going to
Go for the Scarlet Letter.
No.
I'm sorry. That's the first time I've said that out loud, and it got me.
All right. Speaking.
That was actually a really good joke.
That was really good. That was so good.
Yes.
Howard's first good joke.
I didn't like the actually.
That one was actually good.
That was
Congratulations, buddy.
But I'll take it because honesty is where it's at. All
Speaking of reading, Howard's a slow thinker. So it's good that we write our jokes ahead of time. Too bad he can't read.
Yo, you just iced me.
Jim's new to the show. This is the content you signed up for.
No. He's fresh eyes. He's fresh eyes, and he's sympathizing with the little boy, the little 17-year-old boy in this podcast. He's like, be nice to him. He obviously has some issues. Okay, here we go. This is the third punchline for this joke. Trump is actively trying to obstruct the U.S. Postal Service. I haven't seen someone this afraid of letters since the Dursleys saw Harry Potter's acceptance to Hogwarts.
Give Howard a Pulitzer. That joke is amazing. That is Mark Twain Award worthy.
Yes, there we go.
Are you gonna promote for us, Jim?
I'll say
100%.
I fully expect to get the Mark Twain Award, and they'll probably play this clip there. Future weird.
Here's another. Here's another in the series. The series of jokes about Howard reading, which is funny because the last joke that I wrote and this joke I probably wrote like 4 weeks apart. Howard and I have both talked about how Spank's really been growing. We've suddenly found this unique voice. We found a lot of strength in our combined identities. Now, if only Howard could spell.
Oh my God, I can't. Yo, anybody give me a word right now. Somebody give me a word.
Chamber.
Onomatopoeia.
Don't know.
I don't know it. I won't even venture a try.
All right, here we go. Venture a try. Why am I a conquistador? I won't even venture a try. That's what conquistadors sound like in my head. Okay, here we go. I invented a new sex position. It's called the back to school.
Is it?
It's when you dry hump with face masks on. You guys
That's so funny.
You guys should give it a try.
I'll be honest. I don't like wearing a mask because it's just one more thing between me and Howard's big, beautiful lips.
Mwah.
No, I don't want. No, Howard, it was a joke. Howard, it was a joke.
I regret it. I made a choice, and as an actor, I like to say I make choices, but I regret that one. All right, here we go. Let's see, should I tell this one? Okay, hold on. I had this one wasn't initially a Noah burn, but I'm gonna change it to a Noah burn because you've been burning me.
I have plenty more.
Alrighty. When people describe the pandemic, they keep saying there's no end in sight. That's such a dooming thought, but I finally understand how people feel when Noah talks about his thriving music career. Got him. Okay.
Oh, no, that's mean. Stop it.
Incidentally, I have a joke.
Yo, my burns are mean. That's why I don't do them because they don't come off nice. Originally, I said that now I finally understand how people feel when they start a conversation with me. There's no end in sight. So it was okay. Fuck you guys. Fuck all of you.
I do still have a band. I'm trying to produce an album, but this is about Spank. I recently, but semi-related, had to let go of a longtime friend of mine due to a significant difference of opinion regarding matters I and many people close to me hold dear. But I just can't look a man in the eyes after finding out he thinks The Hobbit is better than The Lord of the Rings.
Wait, no one thinks that.
That's not true, Jim. People think that.
No one thinks that. There's no way anyone thinks that.
There's a lot of arguments over whether or not students should return to school. I'm against it. Not for health reasons, though. But, does anyone remember what school was like? Fucking sucks.
That still sucks.
I have so many roasts. I don't want to just keep bashing you so much.
I hate how you're twiddling your beard. It's because I recently shaved and you have more.
I just don't know what to do.
It's like a kid who just got back from summer camp and I missed him.
Today, I saw a post that someone I graduated high school with is a PhD candidate. Back then, back in high school, I was in AP science courses with this person. I've racked my brain, and the only key difference between us that I can come up with is they didn't have Howard to hold them back.
Oh my God. Okay.
Oh no! Oh, poor.
A new Dolly Parton mural popped up in Nashville, honoring the singer because of her recent support for the BLM movement. Dolly Parton being the face of Black Lives Matter is like Noah being the face of funny jokes.
Aww.
Yeah.
Howard and I have done comedy together for years, so we really know where each other's boundaries lie. But sometimes I know Howard worries about coming off anti-Semitic. He should probably be more worried about his jokes being bad.
Oh. Okay.
Wait,
I am uncomfortable with the energy you've created in the room.
Listen here, Mr. Jewish.
Mr. Jewish.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I got a bunch of jokes about people going back to school and stuff. Okay. This one is kind of anti-social. No, I'm kidding. Teachers are scared to go back to school with the virus out of control. But let's grow up. Cooties don't kill you. Okay, thanks. That one earned that. That one earned that chuckle.
Being Jewish, being Jewish is interesting because my minority status is effectively hidden to somebody who doesn't know me. I imagine it's like being a spy, except that people think spies are cool.
That's actually a great joke.
Yeah. I got the Jim stamp, baby.
Okay, here we go. A police officer had to be...
What? The Jim thinks Jews aren't cool. But that's the clip. That's the clip. Send it out.
Oh, now I'm embarrassed. The clip will have me going, yeah. That's a clip. That's a clip. That's a clip right there. That's a clip. Here we go. A police officer had to be freed by firefighters after getting stuck in his own handcuffs. He was trapped there for so long, but every time he tried to reach for the key, he screamed to himself, "Stop resisting!"
This is a joke in a similar vein. It's a little dated, and also another controversial joke that I kind of want to just like get done with.
Yeah, get it done.
New York's Attorney General is attempting to dissolve the NRA. I gotta say, this was already a tough year for the NRA since schools closed.
Jesus.
Politically on point. Drag them. Yo.
When the joke is so good, I can't laugh.
I know, it makes you sad.
It makes you sad. Yo.
It's too smart for laughter. Well done,
I'll tell you
Noah.
one thing.
Thank you.
Anyone here got a gun? Get the fuck out. All right. I will say
it's just us two on camera. Like, it's not like anybody else is going to be like, "Oh, see you later."
No, I am a man of my word, and I do have to go. I am a member of the NRA. That's the clip. No, I'm not. Okay. Health experts agree. Oh, this one. Fuck you, Noah. This one's good. Health experts agree that the traditional American diet is one of the key factors in the coronavirus mortality rate. Yet another reason why Noah shouldn't be a vegan. So he'll die.
So then I'll die. I recently
I really like being alive. That's not cool.
Excuse me, oh my god, actually, excuse me, I got burped. I recently had anal sex for the first time. My girlfriend wasn't thrilled to find out about David.
Okay, homophobes. Homophobes in the audience. Yo, sex is beautiful. Sex is beautiful. Laugh at the joke.
I have needs.
Yo, sex is beautiful. All of you guys groaning. I got a sex joke. Cardi B has dropped a new single, WAP, which stands for Wet Ass Pussy. A lot of artists are following in her footsteps with sex-positive songs, like Ed Sheeran's new single, Did You Finish?
Oh, that's actually really good.
His stuff is rough. If you read into it, it's all just like, why didn't you like me?
What is the one song that's like, that's really good. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
I need the lead up. I can't think of the word.
I'm bringing sexy back.
No, it's not that. No. Oh, man. I'll think of it in the middle of the show, and then I'll do it.
Well, we're at the middle of the show, and at this point, I would love to introduce our special guest, Gianni DeMaia, baby.
Woo!
If he could pop his video on. Yeah! This is our buddy
Hey!
Gianni from the Bad Movies podcast. We recently
What's
did an
up?
episode on his podcast where we we reviewed The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen at my suggestion. And
Love that
I
movie.
was
Amazing.
filtering through previous podcast episodes. I was like, okay, 45 minutes, an hour, maybe an hour and a half. And that episode is 2.5 fucking hours long that we
Yeah.
recorded all together.
Yeah.
It was funny. They asked me before. You guys asked me before we started recording on that. They were like, so like, how much can we like riff on this?
Is
And I
that
was
me?
like,
Is that an impression of me? Was that me?
yeah,
you
that
just
was my loose impression of it. How much do we riff on this? You know,
Good. That's
all of a
good.
sudden you became Jabba the Hutt. I'm like, who the one the big?
Ooga, 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 ooga.
But I was like, here and there. And then we came out and we were like 2.5 hours. I was sweating profusely, but not
Oh my
as
God.
much as Howard was.
Oh, yeah.
Howard was visibly sweating. Thank God there's not a video version of that episode.
There is, and I will show it. I
was worried
Yeah.
for your health. It was that
Well,
bad. But hi,
actually,
yes,
you
I
guys
got it.
should be worried about your own health because the sooner you start sweating, the better shape you're in. So learn about it.
Talk
Read
about
about
it.
it.
So
Yeah,
we invited.
Tell us about your show. Yeah.
Yes,
tell us about your
please,
show,
please.
Oh yeah, hi. I run the Bad Movies podcast. You can find us on any podcasting service. Basically, I just review anything that's critically divisive or panned and try to give it a fair shot, a fair as critical eye as I can. Sometimes bad movie is just an appropriate term. Sometimes it's been used very unjustly. So we just try to sort of redefine what it means, and that's all it is.
And sometimes we joke about Sean Connery's last live film stint for 2.5 hours.
Yeah. To call it a review, I think is maybe an unjust description of that episode, but it's very fun. I promise. Please listen to it.
It's a lot of
So
fun.
we invited
it's
Gianni.
actually pretty good.
I think it is pretty good. I think it's pretty good. We invited Gianni on today to join us for a guest spot, and we're going to play a game called Bad Movies 2. We called it Bad Movies 2 because the first Bad Movies game we came up with wasn't good. So this is the second one we came up with. And the premise of this game is putting each other on the spot. We'll give them a movie. We're going to describe it as vaguely and quickly as possible. And I'm just going to lob one out there. Howard, iRobot.
He's afraid he doesn't have an arm. That movie's great, by the way. I
Is
love
it?
that
It's
movie.
very dated. It's super.
Yeah,
like
I
he's.
mean,
He has like whereas initially when iRobot came out, it was like you could understand why Will Smith was against technology, but then in today's age, he's just like the crotchety old man sort of thing.
yeah.
Yeah, he's like, I'm so upset that my car can drive itself. I'm like, what? Why?
Yeah, his car is
So
like
much.
his car is like fucking him while he's in the passenger seat texting, and he's like, "This sucks."
The only thing that's accurate about iRobot is that in the future, Shia LaBeouf is homeless.
All right, I'll throw one at Gianni. Boom.
Ready.
Twilight.
I'm very bad under pressure. Okay. Girl, sad.
You got it. You fucking
it.
got it.
That's it. That's the show.
And I like how you didn't let the pressure of the audience get to you.
I really like how you managed your pressure.
You had a lot of. There's training there. There's training. That's a BFA. That's a BFA. If I've ever seen.
If you want to be like this Space University, pay them like $60,000 a year and you'll be fine.
Yeah. All
Gianni,
right.
I'm going to make you writhe a little bit more. I want you to tell me about the Master of Disguise.
Oh my God, worst piece of shit ever. Can I just sit on that one? I'll just. I reviewed Master of Disguise. This is too long already, but I reviewed Master of Disguise. I think I gave it a 2 out of 10. That movie's horrible. Okay, I'll review it. Josh Brolin's dad, but he's Dana Carvey's dad, goes missing, and then Dana Carvey becomes a turtle to try to get him back.
It's true.
This sounds like a pitch. This sounds like we're pitching this to like studio execs, and they're on a time crunch.
This is the worst.
It's 12
It's
out
the
of 10.
worst elevator pitches ever. Quick, you
Oh,
have
I got
10
you here.
seconds.
Will Smith, he doesn't have an arm, and his car fucks him.
Dana
I got
Carvey's
one.
name is Pistachio. That's it.
Can I give one? Can I give one?
Yes,
to
please.
One of you.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Absolutely.
I really am excited. I want this to happen. So Howard.
Yeah.
W.
Bush ain't
Yes.
what you thought.
That's true. This is exactly what you thought he was. That's why that movie's so good. He's like I'm W, and that's the whole movie. That's it.
Literally, that's what I think. Yeah, I'm W.
A
But
pain.
he
incredible.
doesn't say W. He says W.
I'm W.
All right. Does that mean it's my turn to give somebody one? All right.
Just
here we
throw
go.
them out there. Lob them.
Okay, I gotta go faster. Noah, Thor: The Dark World.
Why is there a dark elf here? Why is there a dark elf? Like, what?
That's the whole movie. That's the pitch.
And
He
who
walks
is
in
it?
the room. He says, "All right, pitch us Thor 2." And he walks in. He's like, "Why is there a dark elf?" And he walks out of the room, and they all go, "Wow, we should really consider
Well, we should
hiring
make that.
him."
Can anybody here tell me the name of the villain of Thor: The Dark World? It is just an elf. It is just like a guy
Christopher
with, like-
Eccleston.
What's the name
nope,
of the
I didn't hear it.
actor?
I didn't hear it. La 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 la.
He said
Christopher Eccleston.
Oh,
The
no,
doctor.
like-
Christopher Eccleston. Are you muted? Is there a problem?
An excellent actor cast in a decent villain role. Look, yes, it's not great, but it worked, and it still has a fresh score on Rotten Tomatoes, and that's all that matters.
I
Howard,
reviewed Thor: The Dark World on Bad Movies Podcast. There's the pitch right there. It still has a
Howard.
fresh score on Rotten Tomatoes. Go check
Yeah.
it out.
Tell me about Spy Kids 3D.
There you go.
I love that movie.
Antonio
Masterpiece.
Banderas hired my roommate once. Fun fact. I had a roommate. When I first moved to New York. I had two roommates. One of them I'm still very good friends with, and the other one went to Spain to do a chorus line, the musical, in Spanish with Antonio Banderas at the helm of the project. So if you ask me about Spy Kids 3, that's all I got to tell you.
Wow.
Okay?
That
I
That was a
very-
lot. That was a lot.
That was heavy in narrative and low on comedy. Let's
There's no
get.
way. There's no way she listens to this. And if she does, tell Banderas I said Puss in Boots.
All right, let's get like one last round for each of us in here.
All right.
All right.
I want to do this one. This is on my list.
Sure.
Okay. Noah, National Treasure.
Oh my God! Nicolas Cage finds Ben Franklin's crazy glasses.
Nailed it. That's exactly the
That's
movie.
the
That's
story.
it.
He's got the
He's deep
glasses
now.
that
That's
go like this.
That was all he did in the movie. It's great.
I don't remember that.
He like pulls a brick out of the wall, and Ben Franklin's like crazy spectacles are inside of them.
Nope, nothing.
Incredible.
In one ear, out the other.
More like on one ear, on the other.
Oh, glasses joke.
Oh, baby. This is why we write them in advance. All right, Howard, I'm going to ask you about fucking War of the Worlds.
Tom Cruise got a cold, and that's how it ended.
Stick the frag grenade in the alien, baby.
You know what's
That's
great?
not at the
That's
end.
actually, that's not far out of the realm of possibility.